My mic is off. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot I had turned my mic off. We're back, y'all. We back. Salute, salute. We back. Boston over to gets the rebound. Aerial Powers foul line jump shot, and she misses the midi, and it gets tipped up and in. 19 seconds to go here. My bad, y'all. Appreciate it. I forgot I had muted my mic when I ended the last stream. 24-17, 24-17 is the score. 9 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4. Evans gets downhill. Right hand layup too strong. Wilson put back on the offensive rebound. And that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of one, Vegas is up 26-17. 26-17. This is the first time in the playoffs the Fever have trailed after the first quarter. Wow. 26-17. That's a stat right there. 26-17. Let me get the players on the floor up for us. There we go. Looking at the stats, we're going to take a look at the box score right quick. Just trying to get everything situated. All right, mic is working. Let me pull up game 2. This is game 1 stats. Let me pull up game 2. Oh, wrong game. 26-17, 26-17. Let's take a look. You got Indiana. Hull with 3, 4 for Howard, 6.7 rebounds for Boston, 4 for Kelsey Mitchell. None for Odyssey Sims yet, and their bench hasn't scored yet. For Vegas, you got Asia Wilson with 11 in that first quarter, 4 for Smith, 2 for Young and Gray, 5 for Lloyd off the bench, and 2 for Dana Evans. Damn, what a choke there in that last game by the Minnesota Lynx. Up 20 and blew it. Up 20 and blew it. Third largest comeback in W playoff history. Wow, Minnesota. Salute to everybody in the chat. This is watch along number 2 of the night, back to back. We had an overtime game in the first one. Let's see if this one lives up to the billing here. We are in a timeout right now. We are in a timeout. Score is currently 26-17 at the end of the first quarter. Or what Sierra said, Jordan's in the Discord and talk smack. Over here eating some gummy bears. Not the ideal meal. Should be eating some grapes. But I'll get up and get some at halftime. Word. What y'all know about these? Albanese True to Fruit. Fire. Fire gummy bears. Best gummy bears ever. You can get it at your local grocer or your local drugstore or whatever. Frozen gummy bears. No, my teeth not built for that. All right. Game coming back on now. Live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Stephanie White is 0-3 in best of 5 series when winning game 1. That's crazy. So Fever starting off this quarter. I thought I reset this and I didn't. Second quarter has started. Fever were doing a full court press on the inbound. Jackie Young gets into the paint, muscles up, can't get it, and a jump ball between Petty and Young. What's that? Oh, I did. It's 26-17. What I have? I think I gave the Fever the wrong points. Thank you. 26 and 17. There we go. Thank you. 26-17. Vegas has 8 points off of turnovers. Thank you, Hutch, for that. So we have a jump ball here between Jackie Young and Shea Petty. And Young wins it, and Evans recovers it. Evans with the ball downhill, throws up the floater, and scores. So Vegas up to double-digit lead, 28-17. Let me sit back and relax. We got a long one ahead of us. Odyssey Sims comes off the stagger screen. Odyssey Sims with it. Gets it over to Shea Petty. Left side to Powers. Down to Boston. They've sent a late double over. Boston with it. Boston gets it over to Petty. Petty on the drive. Petty into the lane. Throws up the floater. Petty scores. Shea Petty with the score. And it's 28-19. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Handoff to Jewel, who gets it to Smith, who hands it off to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, what a bullet pass down to Nalissa Smith, who finishes the layup. What a dime from Gray. Fitted between like a thread through a needle, and then Odyssey Sims throws it to the fifth row. Turnover. I don't know how Chelsea Gray found that pass to Nalissa Smith, but she thread that needle crazy. The Yankees walked off. Look at that. RC, what up? Damn, what happened to your Minnesota team, bro? It was good. I needed you in the other chat. Y'all blew it. Talk to me. Smith over to Jackie. Jackie comes off the screen. Wide open at the foul line. Misses the jumper. Boston with the rebound. Over to Lexi Hull. Hull to Petty. Petty out to Boston. Boston to Hull. Back to Boston. Boston, and they call a foul there on Jewel Lloyd. Fouling Lexi Hull, who was cutting across the paint there. (30-19) is the score. That is the correct score. Aces are down 0-1 in the series, looking to tie it up at 1 game apiece. Ball in play with Boston. Boston over to Sims. Sims finds Boston. Finds Hull. Hull wide open. Jump shot is off from the mid-range. Misses. Rebound to Nalissa Smith. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Gray with a another nice bounce pass feed to a rolling Jackie Young. She scores 32-19. So back-to-back nice passes there by Chelsea Gray. They call her the point guard for those dimes. As Boston spins off Wilson, gets her own rebound, and it gets tipped out to Dana Evans. Dana Evans finds Jackie, gets fouled, and won. And it's all aces here. As Jackie Young caught the outlet from Dana Evans, gets tripped up, goes up for the layup, gets fouled, and scores. Wow, what a finish there by Jack. Listen, Chemo. Asia lost on her MVP day. Fee lost on her birthday. Listen, can't win them all. We went to a timeout here. 34-19. They're outscoring the Fever 8-2 in the quarter. Lynx blew it like D-Rose knee. Damn. That's brutal. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure we get the likes back up. Subscribe on this second watch along of the evening. Game 1 was a nice one between the Mercury and the Lynx. Mercury looked dead in the water. Come back from 20 down to win in overtime. And now we have the Aces trying to even up the series at 1 game apiece. thought I had a poll started. I guess when I started the stream, it ended the poll. I guess that's how that works. Oh, no, it still says the poll is active. I just don't see it on my screen. Oh, I have the wrong chat up. That would help. I have the chat from the last screen. I'm like, I don't see the poll. There we go. We're in a timeout right now, y'all. Timeout by the Fever. Beulah says, Jay, what's the plan of the Lynx to win the series? They did. They were doing everything well. It was that third quarter. They started turning the ball over crazy, doing a bunch of jump passes, lazy passes, and then gave the Mercury some life and brought them right back into this game. So they just got to keep their foot on the gas. That's really it. They did everything right until that second half. We're still in commercial here, y'all. Still in commercial. You're not missing a thing. Not missing a thing. Salute to everybody who subbed up for the super chats, the super stickers, all that stuff. Is all appreciated here on the channel. Unfortunately, I will not be on stream for Fridays for games 3 and 4. So hopefully it goes to a game 5 and we have that on Tuesday. But I will be in the Discord. So join the Discord, link in the description, the channel description, and the stream description. All right, so the broadcast is finally back on. Felt like that was an extra long commercial. But well, I'm gonna try and show you guys some stuff from some plays from that earlier game during halftime, since I already tackled the whole Sandy Brondello situation. Chelsea Gray, 329 assists in the playoffs, 5th most in WNBA history. You could probably assume who's around first place. Probably Sue Bird up there. Vandersloot probably up there. Maybe. I don't know. Who else is up there in point guard? Playoff point guards. Trying to think. Who would be up there? Jackie Young for the 3-point play, and she knocks it down. RC, yeah, I talked about her in the last stream during halftime. I got all my thoughts off. I might clip that part out and post it as a video. Kelsey Mitchell over to Odyssey Sims. Gets it over to Howard. Howard with the ball. Howard at the 3-point line with 8 on the clock. Howard keeps the dribble alive. Goes post work on Alyssa Smith. Loses the ball. And Asia Wilson picks it up. Asia Wilson crosses half court. Gets it over to Dana. Dana down to Nalissa. Nalissa attacks Bree Turner. Pump fake. Pump fake goes up and scores. And then gives her a little flex for Nalissa Smith. 37-19 Vegas. Indiana with the ball. Indiana comes off the screen. 9-0 run by Vegas. Sims down to Howard. Howard over to Hull. Hull wide open for 3 off the front of the rim. From the left corner. Left wing, excuse me. Jackie Young with the rebound. Jackie Young quickly up the court. Tries to Euro step through and draws the foul. They call an offensive foul on Jackie. Catches Kelsey Mitchell with an elbow right in her eye. Or I don't know if it's her eye. She's holding her mouth. And she has her eyes closed. And she's holding her face. So let's see. Jackie Young tries to Euro. Oh, yeah. Elbows her all in the mouth and nose. Turnover by the Aces. Ball with the Fever here. 37-19. Kelsey Mitchell goes corner to Sims. Sims, corner 3. High archer over Asia, and she knocks it down. 37-22. From the right corner, shoots the 3 and knocks it down. 37-22. Dana Evans gets wide open. Left elbow jump shot, wide open, scores. 39-22. Howard over to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball. Jab steps right. Comes back left. Pulls up for 3. Off. Hull with the offensive rebound. Saves it. Gives it out to Sims. Sims with a fresh 14. Sims gets downhill going left. Bumps off Jackie. Throws up the floater. Misses. Nalissa Smith with the rebound. Over to Chelsea. Chelsea with the ball. Chelsea stops. Left elbow jumper. Off. Sims gets the offensive rebound and gets popped in the face there. No, I think Nalissa Smith catches her accidentally. She comes over to apologize. They played in, I think they played in Athletes. No, Nalissa was in the past they played in Athletes Unlimited. Yeah, she catches her. Ball in play here. Fever with the ball. Odyssey Sims, guarded by Evans, crosses half court, gets the screen from Hull. Odyssey Sims at the 3-point line. Doesn't get Hull with the ball. He looks for Mitchell, gets it back to Odyssey. Odyssey for another three. This one on the left wing misses. Howard with the offensive rebound, almost loses it. Gets it to Boston. Over to Sims with 10 on the shot clock. Sims right to left crossover, gets it down to Boston. Boston in the paint, goes up and scores. Boston pinned her defender damn near out of bounds, so she was wide open under the basket for the layup. Boston with 8 points and 8 rebounds. So on double watch here, Jackie Young with the ball, spins off, goes left, finds Chelsea Gray. Try to get it down to Asia in the post. Asia faces up against Boston, drives left, shoots the jumper, too strong or too short. Bounces over, and Howard with the rebound over to Sims. Sims comes up the court over to Boston. They want to get it to Mitchell. Mitchell can't get it over to Sims. Sims in the right corner. Dribbles back out. Down to Boston in the post against Asia. Faces up. Tries to get it. And throws it off of Chelsea Gray and out of bounds. So she got the steal on Boston's pass and then throws it off her teammate's shoe out of bounds. Oh, Sims finds Boston on a cut to the basket. She misses the layup. Boston and Wilson say a little something to each other running down the court. Lloyd gets downhill, stops, loses the ball on the behind the back dribble. Howard on the run. It's a 2-on-1. They go corner to Hull. Hull up top to Boston, over to Mitchell. Mitchell, high arcing three, short. Rebound falls into Hull's hands. Hull wide open for three, and she buries it. Lexi Hull, Johnny on the spot. In the right place at the right time, gets the offensive rebound, dribbles out for three from the left wing, cashes out. It's a 12-point game. 39-27 Fever have responded. So we have a timeout here by the Aces. 39-27. Let's take a look here. If this thing would refresh. There we go. 39-27. Aces still outscoring the Fever 13-10 in the quarter. You got Indiana. You got Lexi Hull with 6 points on 2 made threes. She was questionable with a back injury, or with back tightness, I should say, but she seems good to go so far. 4 for Natasha Howard, 8 and 8 for Aliyah Boston, 4 for Kelsey Mitchell, and 3 for Odyssey Sims. Off the bench, you have 2 from Shea Petty. They have 9 turnovers as a team. They're shooting 41%. For Las Vegas, you got Asia Wilson with 11, 8 for Nalissa Smith, 7 for Jackie Young, and 2 for Chelsea Gray. Got 6 for Dana Evans off the bench, 5 for Jewel Lloyd as well. So 11 points off of their bench compared to 2 for the Indiana Fever. Salute to everybody here in the chat. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. This is game 2 of the 2-6 matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces. Will the Fever come back and make this 2-0 going to Indiana for the sweep? Or will it be 1-1 going to Indiana with both teams winning a game apiece? Damn, they over here killing Fee. They said Fee for the win, brick. Wow, wow, wow. All right, finally the game coming back. Jeez, feel like these timeouts get longer and longer, or these commercial breaks, I should say. Somebody joined the Discord, Suni or Sunny on the I don't know who it is, but salute Sunny. Salute for joining the Discord. I just got the noti. Let me give you a salute. Ball and play here with the Aces. Jackie Young crosses half court over to Chelsea, over to Asia. Asia facing the opposite side, turns around, tries to get it to Jackie, and she's fouled Jackie Young in the paint there. All right, so Aces to inbound, gets it into Nalissa Smith. Gray over to Asia, back to Gray. Gray with 5 on the shot clock. Gray lob pass up to Asia, stupid no look lob, and throws it right out of bounds. 39-27. Listen, man, you said no way the Aces lose this one. Listen, we've seen stranger things happen. We just saw a 20-point lead evaporated in the last game as Boston faces up on Asia, throws it out to Hull. Hull, another 3 from the same spot she just hit, and Lexi Hull hits the 3. It's a 9-point game. 8-0 Indiana run here. It's a 9-point game. Jackie Young with the ball over to Nalissa. Back to Jackie. Jackie gets downhill. Offensive foul on the screen by Nalissa Smith. So the Fever on the comeback trail with 3:03 to go here. What shoes does Lexi even have on? I hope those look like Nike Cortez she got on her feet. I hope she ain't hooping in those. Ball over to Kelsey Mitchell in the right corner. Over to Howard. Howard, cross court to Hull. Hull, no hesitation again. She's short, but Boston gets the rebound. Boston in the post against Jackie, gets it swiped from behind and out of bounds. It stays with the Fever with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, absolutely right, Chemo. Could be an amazing pass or a terrible turnover. Nah, Kizzer, I'm with you on that, Kizzer, to be completely honest. People say, no, I want the Aces. Nah, hope they lose. Ball over to Boston. Boston faces up on Asia, spins, has to put it up, doesn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. 39-30 with 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Ball in play here with Chelsea Gray. Indiana up to 10 turnovers. Gray. And then we have a foul on Jackie Young away from the ball. So Ace is getting sloppy here down the stretch of this second quarter, giving Indiana some life. 9-point lead, 8-0 run by the Fever. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell gets Hull in the corner. Over to Mitchell, who relocates for 3. And Kelsey Mitchell for 3. 6-point game here with 2 minutes to go. I told you, you can't count this team out, bro. Jackie Young with the ball over to Asia. Asia steps back. Midi is up and bounces around and scores. So it's 41-33. Under 2 minutes to go here. Sims with the ball. The 3 ball has been the answer for the Fever in this last couple minutes. Over to Boston. Boston over to Sims. Sims, the ball goes over her shoulder. She saves it, and a push there by Jackie Young. third foul by Jackie. Silly foul there. So they're not in the bonus yet. Mitchell with the ball over to Boston. Boston hand off to Sims. Sims guarded by Lloyd. Top of the key here. Sims on the drive. Sims drives right, goes up. Oh, she traveled and turned it over. A'ja Wilson on the outlet to NaLyssa Smith. NaLyssa Euro steps by Hall and scores. NaLyssa Smith with the Euro. 43-33. Kelsey Mitchell gets downhill, draws the foul on Chelsea Gray. I don't think they heard the whistle. It got a little loud in there. And Kelsey Mitchell gets popped in the face area again. Kelsey Mitchell left the line. First free throw is up. Thanks, Mom. I just fast forwarded. I don't know how I got behind, but I just fast forwarded. She hits the first. Kelsey Mitchell at the line for the second free throw. Up and cash. So it's 43-35. Yeah, I see it's 107 left. I see it. Jackie Young with the ball. Young over to Gray. Gray behind the back pass to Jackie. Jackie, no look pass to Lloyd. Lloyd spins, throws it out to Jackie. Jackie wide open for three. Left wing three for Jackie Young. And it's back to a double-digit lead. Aces respond. 46-35. Kelsey Mitchell off the screen. Kelsey Mitchell steps back, gets it over to Howard. Howard drives right, hands it off to Hull. Hull blows by NaLyssa Smith, goes up for the floater, bounces off, and A'ja Wilson with the rebound over to Jackie. 30 seconds to go. Jackie walks into another three, short, and Boston with the rebound. That should be her 10th rebound. She's 2 points away from a double-double here. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. About a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kelsey dribbles across the half-court line laterally. She wants to set up the screen on the right, goes left. Kelsey Mitchell, guarded by A'ja, steps back for a long two off the front rim. Lexi Hull gets the offensive rebound, but gets it over to Lloyd, over to Chelsea Gray. Doesn't get it off in time from the half-court heave. And that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the first half, Aces respond and take a double-digit lead into halftime, 46-35. Mom, you may have to fast forward your YouTube because we're at halftime now. All right, let's get ready for halftime. Halftime is 15 minutes. Let me refresh it since it doesn't want to load for me. 15 minutes for halftime starts now. Let's take a look at the box score. 46-35. In the first quarter, Aces outscored the Fever 26-17. The second was 20-18 in favor of the Aces as well. Indiana, you got Lexi Hull with 9 points. You got 4 for Natasha Howard, 8 for Aliyah Boston, 9 for Kelsey Mitchell, 3 for Odyssey Sims. For Bree Turner, no points, only 2 points off the bench for Shea Petty. Chemo is because we joined this game. We joined this game at the end of the first quarter, so that's why it seems pretty fast. But that quarter did go by fairly quickly. Yeah, we only watched the second quarter in here. For Las Vegas, you got A'ja Wilson with 13 points, better shooting percentage than she had last game. None for Kirsten Bell, 10 for Smith and Young, and 2 for Gray. Off the bench, you have 5 from Lloyd and 6 from Dana Evans. They're shooting 55.9% from the field, 60% from 3 on 5 attempts, and they have 7 turnovers. For the Fever, they have 10 turnovers. They're shooting 40% from the field, 38.5% from 3. So they have to clean up those turnovers. 35-46 at the half. All right, let's take a look at the schedule here. Let's scroll back to today. Today is Tuesday. And As you can see, the Phoenix Mercury beat the Minnesota Lynx 89-83. We didn't get to take a look at the box score since we had to get on over to this stream, but we could take a look now. So Minnesota outscored the Mercury 21-19 in the first, 27-13 in the second, and then things fall apart like that book we had to read in high school, middle school. 22-14, 25-17 in favor of Phoenix in that second half. And then in overtime, 10-4 in overtime. Minnesota, in recent memory, not too good in playoff overtime. The last two overtimes, they've blown it. For Phoenix, you have Alyssa Thomas with 19 points, 13 assists, finishes with the double-double. 24 points, 9 rebounds for Satu Sabli. Hit some big shots down the stretch, even though she still shot poorly, 9 for 22. Natasha Mack with 4 points, 8 for Kalia Copper, but she hits a big 3 in the overtime, and 9 for Monica Cole-McConney. Didn't see too many minutes in that second half and overtime. But the big shot of the game was Sammy Whitcomb. Misses a contested 3 with about 10 seconds left. Ball offensive rebound comes out to the Phoenix Mercury. It finds its way to Sammy. She pump fakes, sidestep dribble to the left, knocks down the 3 to send this game to overtime. Nafisa misses the 2 to win it. But Sammy Whitcomb, some big points there. 4 for Bonner and 8 for Westbell. She has some big shots there in the third quarter, 2 of her 3s. For Minnesota, Bridget Carlton with 2. She missed all 5 of her 3s. 24 for Nafisa. She missed a couple game-clinching baskets. 13 for Alana Smith with 9 rebounds. 21 for K-Mac. 20 for Courtney Williams with 9 assists. She did have 7 turnovers as well. A bunch of jump passing that you just can't do. Off the bench, they only got 3 points off their bench. That's the difference. 3 points off their bench. And that was from Jessica Shepard. It's crazy. Let me see if I could find that play for y'all. Let me see if I could find the play of that Sammy Whitcomb game tire for those who are unable to watch. Oh, damn, I got the wrong screen up. Give me a sec. Let me get the right screen up. That would help, right? There we go. So this is the 3. This is the play. So Whitcomb, it looked like it got blocked there. Alyssa gets the rebound over the Copper, over the Satu. There's the sidestep. And she ties the game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Mom, fast forward. Fast forward your YouTube. I'm in halftime. I'm about to text her. You're probably not listening to me. That was cold by Sammy. That was cold by Sammy. Let me see if I can find anything else. Yeah, Carrington being out definitely hurts that bench there. And this is I'm gonna show you another play between Fee and AT. They were going at it in this one. Yeah, Fee attacking Alyssa, bumps her off, and scores. So they were going at it in this game, y'all. They were going at it. Let me see if I can find some more plays from this game to show y'all while we have some time. Salute to everybody in the chat. We're in halftime right now, so you're not missing anything. We are in halftime. Let me see. I'm trying to find some plays for y'all. I should have been bookmarking as the game was going on. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, the Yankees clinched. Clinched a playoff spot at least, or a wild card spot, or whatever. Oh, this is the play when they were both looking at each other crazy. Like, after Fee fouled Alyssa Thomas on a play, and Fee and her are looking at each other like, you love to see it there. You love to see it. All right, let me see what else I can find for y'all. I'm just scrolling down the timeline. Let me see this play by the Yankees. Oh, it was a nice walk-off by Caballero. Dope. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm just scrolling through, trying to see if I can find some content for us to look at. I already gave my Liberty rant. I ain't trying to beat a dead horse when it comes to that. But the long and the short of it is Sandy was hired to do a job. She accomplished that job. And the organization, in my opinion, thinks she can no longer take this team to sustain success and will look for somebody else. That's the long and the short of it. The long and the short of it. Are we still in halftime? Still in halftime. I'm actually going to get up and get some grapes. So I will be back momentarily. Talk amongst yourselves. We back, y'all. We back. Got my bowl of grapes. Green. Green's the best way to go. Green seedless. We back for some more WNBA action. Con Landing with a bold prediction here. If both series are tied at 1-1 going into game 3, the winner of that game will win the series. You never know, man. Never know. At this point, all my predictions have been wrong in the semifinals. I said Minnesota would win. I thought Minnesota would win game 2. Phoenix had other plans. So I'm going to say this will go to a this is going 1-1 going to Indiana on Friday. We're still in halftime right now. One second, y'all. Your device is the polls are wrong tonight. Yeah, the polls have been wrong tonight. Last poll said Minnesota for the win. This poll says Fever for the win. Daniel, what's going on, my friend? Salute, salute. Hope you're doing well. We're at halftime right now. I was wrong too. What's up, Empire? Welcome back. Man, you know, had to take a break to cook some dinner. I respect it. I just went and grabbed some grapes myself. A little late night snack. Let me move my water before I knock it all over my equipment again. Hut said in for the Aces. I think they're mad after Sunday. Yeah, definitely. Asia gets MVP and y'all come out and put up a stinker, especially Asia. She wasn't her usual good self. All right. Looks like the broadcast is about to restart here. Salute to y'all for hanging out during this halftime report. Waiting for it just to trickle down. Yeah, Asia was a little weak on Sunday, and a lot of her shots were short. That might be a good snipe there, Derek. That might be a good one there. Salute to you. Just hope they can hold it together here. But we saw a 20-point comeback in the first game, so we'll see what happens in this game. Halftime is over. We're getting ready for the third quarter. Jason, who's winning this series? I'm going to say Aces. Ball and play here. To start the third quarter with the Las Vegas Aces. Hand off to Kirsten Bell, over to Jackie Young, right side to Asia. Asia back to Jackie. Jackie steps back, tries to get it down to Asia. Somehow trickles through. Asia dives in and scores the left-hand lay. 48-35. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Crosses half court. Comes off the screen. Gets Gray switched on to her, over to Hall. Hall to answer with a three, and Hall answers with a three. Janelle, salute for the super chat. Aces win. That's what it's looking right now. But Lexi Hull starting to knock down the three. She's up to 12 points, 4 of 7. Then Odyssey Sims gets a deflection. Over to Mitchell. Down the lane. Right hand lay is good. And Becky Hammond calls an immediate timeout here. Becky is good for that. 45 seconds into the third quarter, Becky calls a timeout as the Aces hit a three and get a steal leading to a layup. Lexi Hull has found her three-point shot, and she's hit 4 in this game. So we had a timeout right now, 45 seconds into the quarter. That's what Becky's good for. I think Greg Popovich used to do that type of stuff too. Don't matter if the quarter just started. Y'all doing foolishness, timeout. Where has Sims been? She's been a little quiet this game. Just a little quiet. But it doesn't take much for her to get going either. But it's only a 8-point game, so Fever are holding their own right now. Thanks, Tudo. All right, make sure y'all get your votes in. I'm about to end this poll once the broadcast comes back, which is in the next minute or two. So make sure you get your votes in. It says 52% Fever right now. 52% say Fever. To all y'all in the chat, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Appreciate you all for the support over this WNBA season and these playoffs. So once the game comes back on, I will end this poll. All right, broadcast is back. I'm ending the poll. So the poll say 52% say Fever, 48% say Aces. Looks like we have another good one. You're absolutely right, Brett. Absolutely right. Miracle, salute for the pass to plate fund. Thanks for the stream. Miracle, appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. I always appreciate you guys. Y'all super chat's funny as hell. Appreciate that, Brett. All right, ball back in play, y'all. Fever doing some full court press right now. Aces get it in. Chelsea Gray with the ball. 8-point game. 9 minutes, approaching 9 minutes to go. Gray over to Asia. Asia, handoff to Gray. Gray right side of the three-point line, up top to Jackie. Down to Asia at the left elbow. Faces up on Boston. Steps back. Midi, good. Asia faces up at the left elbow. Drives hard right. Steps back. Wide open Cash. Odyssey Sims off the screen. Odyssey Sims keeps the dribble alive. Goes left-hand floater. And they called a foul on Kirsten Bell. Those two went against each other in Athletes Unlimited over the off season, this past off season. So Odyssey Sims gets the best of her there. We'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Yeah, Brett, after this, the grapes is my dinner tonight. It's gonna be too late by the time I get off stream as Odyssey hits the first. This game ain't ending until all midnight here on the East Coast. See Sims second free throw is up and good. 50-42, 8-point game again. Fever just trying to hang around. And hopefully another run can push them over the top. Young finds Nalissa Smith in the left corner. Handoff to Bell going left. Off balance jump shot is good for Kirsten Bell. That's her first basket of the game. First shot of the game as well. Ball down to Boston in the post against Nalissa, her former teammate. The foul was on Nalissa Smith. So the number 1 and number 2 picks in different drafts, both with the Fever. And the number 1 pick draws the foul. I don't know if that was a foul. Too much of a foul there. Sims gets it over to Boston. On the cut to Sims. Sims, corner to Hull. Hull, no hesitation for 3. That one looked short. It was short. And Hull gets a deflection, and they almost get another steal, but Jackie Young picks it up. Young over to Gray. Gray comes off the screen going right. Bumps off Hull, and they call the foul on Hull on the chase off that screen. As I called the pizza man. Or pizza. Have them come deliver it at my window. I'll just take the delivery through the window right beside me. My window's too high. They can't get up here. Ball in play here with the Aces. Nalissa gets it over to Gray. And you have an offensive foul by Asia Wilson. Lexi Hull draws that foul. Or was it Asia Wilson? I think it was. Yeah, it was Asia Wilson. Hull sold that one. Ah, you love it. She anticipates where Asia wants to get across and draws that foul as she come across the lane there. Ball with the Fever. Boston out top with it, guarded tightly by Asia. Handoff to Sims, guarded by Lloyd. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell pump fakes for three, steps in, takes a right elbow two. It bounces off, excuse me. And Jackie Young with the rebound. Jackie Young gets cut off by Hull, and they call a tripping foul on Smith. I don't know if that's a foul, though. I think Hull just tripped and fell. And Becky Hammond saying that is awful. Oh, that's a trip. That's a trip by Nalissa. She sticks that. She doesn't intentionally, but she goes to set that screen. I don't know about that one, but they call a tripping foul on Smith. Mitchell gets it out to Howard. Howard with the ball. Howard fakes the handoff. Goes backdoor to Mitchell. Mitchell hangs. Oh, smokes the left-hand layup on the reverse. And Wilson snatches it away from her own teammate, Chelsea Gray, over to Jackie. Jackie steps back for three. Off. I don't know if that was a good shot there. Howard with the rebound. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Boston wide open under the basket. Layup is good. And Becky Hammond goes to the bench and yells at somebody to get to the scorer's table. Dana Evans. That should be a double-double by Boston. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Chelsea Gray goes baseline, spins back in, gets fouled by Odyssey Sims, and Gray will go to the line for 2 free throws. Chelsea Gray rubbing her elbows. I guess she fell on them. (52-42), 6:37 to go here as Chelsea Gray goes to the line for free throws. Oh, the score is actually 44-52. My bad, guys. I forgot to change the score. First free throw is up and good by Chelsea Gray. Second free throw is good. And it's 10-point game, 54-44. Mitchell with the ball. Hezzy dribble, gets it over to Hull. Hull, left corner three. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Won by Asia. Jackie Young tries to pass it, and her and Petty end up tangled up. As Nalissa goes down the lane, draws the foul on Boston. So anytime the Fever make a run, the Aces respond and push it back to double figures here. Yeah, Jackie be jacking up these. Jackie be jacking up these quick threes in transition. And there's always, most of the time, they're ill-advised. She's 1 for 4 from 3 tonight. And she misses. It's 44-55. She made one and missed one. Ball over with Mitchell. Mitchell comes off the screen going right. Gets ahead of steam downhill. Curls into the paint. Double clutches with Howard. Howard misses the double clutch layup. And Asia with another rebound. Asia up to 8 rebounds here. Ball down to Smith. Smith faces up against Howard. Left side of the floor. Goes right. Spins back left. Throws up the floater. Gets fouled. And she'll go back to the line. Foul on Natasha Howard. Jackie needs to stop jacking. MacTube, so how's the game going? Obviously, the Aces are playing like it's a must-win. It's all right. The Fever are hanging around. They cut it down to single digits a couple times, but then the Aces respond as Smith misses the first free throw. So it's been up and down for them so far, but we saw what happened last game. If you keep the game reasonably close, a team can go on a run and the ghost of games past will come back and haunt you as Nalissa hits the second free throw. So she's gone 1 for 2 in back-to-back trips. Fever with the ball. Excuse me. I was trying to burp. Sorry, I said Alyssa Thomas. Wrong game. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Dribbles all the way under the basket. Finds Boston. 7. Kelsey Mitchell gets to the basket. Goes over the quick scoop. Misses. Howard. And gets Asia with the big block. Fight for the rebound, and it's a shot clock violation. Asia Wilson with a huge block on that recovery by Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard goes up. Ooh, could have been a foul on Smith on the smack on the forearm, but Asia does get the block clean. 56-44. Aces are in the bonus though, so we'll see if they can continue to attack the paint. Chelsea goes behind the back, fakes the handoff, finds Nalissa Smith. She pump fakes, gets fouled, and won Nalissa Smith. It's been the Nalissa Smith few minutes here, continuing to get fouled, and this one she gets fouled and scores. And we'll go to the line for the 3-point play. And Nalissa hits the free throw for the 3-point play. 59-44, 15-point game. If they can get this to 10 or less by the fourth, they'll be fine. This is her playoff career high, Nalissa Smith. 15 points. Boston with the ball. Gets it over to Hull. Hull comes off the screen. Hull gets downhill, throws up the floater over Asia, bounces around. Fight for the rebound. Boston gets it out to Hull. Over to Petty in the left corner. And Lloyd almost picks it away. Gets it over to Hull. Hull pump fakes for 3. Hull back to Petty. Petty wide open for 3. Misses. Bree Turner with the rebound. Pass out to Mitchell. And then Mitchell saves it and throws it out of bounds. I think the Fever need a timeout. 59-44. 59-44. 4:27 to go. It's been all aces here in these last couple minutes. 4:27 to go. Just running my clock down so we could be even. Yeah, Tudo. It's getting late early, but I said that about the last game, so that's what's keeping hope alive here. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some chance. 59-44. Aces outscoring the Fever 13-9 here in the quarter. You got Lexi Hull with 12. 4 for Howard with 6 rebounds. Just got her shot blocked by Asia. 10 for Boston with 11 rebounds. 11 for Kelsey Mitchell. And 5 for Odyssey Sims. Off the bench, only 2 points, and that's from Petty. For Las Vegas, Asia Wilson, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Bell with 2, 15 for Nalissa Smith, 10 for Jackie Young, 4 for Chelsea Gray with 5 assists. You got 5 from Jewel Lloyd and 6 from Dana Evans. Max said, if it's a blow, you're going to end the stream? Nah. I got to see it through, my boy. I'll never end the stream early unless it's an actual emergency that I have to leave. But I've never ended the stream early, even if I was literally falling asleep on the stream. Excuse me. All right, let's get back to the action here. Becky Hammond in a peach blazer today. A peach hoodie blazer. Ball over to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson dribbles left around the perimeter. Hands off to Jackie. Jackie gets into the paint. Picks up her dribble, finds Asia. Asia got fouled inside, and now it's a parade to the free throw line here. This is only her third and fourth free throws of the night for Asia. So 15-point game. Asia Wilson at the line for free throws. Knocks down the first. Listen, man, I gotta make it seem like I'm like y'all at there, like you're watching it on TV, like you're at the game. See this lady in a peach blazer running up and down the sidelines with a hoodie on it. I'm trying to make y'all picture it. It's a gray hoodie at that too. Second free throw is up, and Asia knocks it down. 61-44. Ball in play here with the Fever. They got to get it down to at least 12 to 10 points. Excuse me. By the start of the fourth, as Boston misses, Nalissa gets the rebound. Tripping over my words now. Kelsey Gray with the ball, right side of the floor on the perimeter. Wants the screen from Asia. Gets the screen going to her right. Finds Asia on the pocket pass. Asia rises right up into the jump shot, and it's cash. 63-44. Kelsey Mitchell quickly back the other way. Gets bumped by Lloyd, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So Kelsey Mitchell at the line for 2 free throws here. First free throw is up. Mitchell knocks down the first free throw. Second one is up and knocks it down. So Kelsey Mitchell knocks down both free throws. It's 63-46 with about 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Evans gets it over to Asia, who gets it to Gray. Gray into the paint. Tries to step through, goes up, double clutches, and damn, Gray and Gustafson went after it, and they both were out of bounds. Gray wanted a foul on that. 63-46. Ball in play here with the Fever. Shea Petty at the controls. Petty over to Turner. Turner gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell wide open for 3, and it's off. Off short on the rim. Gray gets it over to Wilson. Wilson on the dribble handoff to Evans. Evans gets downhill, steps to the side, finds H at the foul line, guarded by Howard. Shoots over her, misses. Powers and Gustafson fight for the rebound, and it's a foul on Gustafson. The Fever have missed 8 straight shots here. Ball in play here with the Fever. Both teams in the bonus now. This remaining 2:45. Bree Turner at the 3-point line, dribbling right, looking for Mitchell. They cut it off. Tries to go backdoor to Powers. Powers saves it. Powers against Evans, drives by her, and Evans with the foul. I don't know about that one. So they're showing the injured Indiana Fever players here that are on the bench. Bibby, Clark, and Cunningham. Dantas didn't even make the trip. She's in concussion protocol back in Indiana. And then you have Ari McDonald and Sid Colson sitting a little further down the bench as Powers misses the first free throw. Second free throw is up, and they don't get free pizza in Vegas. She knocks down the second. 63-47, 2.5 to go. Evans with the ball. Evans over to Chelsea Gray, top of the key. Finds Asia, left side of the court. Asia tries to spin into the lane, gets poked away by Bree Turner. And then Asia, a no-look deflection, steals it right back. Asia gets it poked away again by Bree Turner, but Evans picks it up. Evans goes baseline, pirouettes under the basket, shoots the left elbow jump shot, and scores. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Kelsey Mitchell, rejects the screen, finds Howard on the roll, loses the ball. Picked up by Evans. Evans on the run here. Evans slows it down. Evans goes up top to Gustafson. She loads up for a three. Short. Bree Turner with the rebound over the Powers. 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Game slipping away from Indiana. Powers goes downhill, shoots the foul line jump shot too strong. Asia snags the rebound. I think that's her 10th rebound. Gray, no look past the Gustafson under the basket, wide open. And Steph White has seen enough. She calls a timeout. Added it to the wrong team. 67-47, 20-point game. And it's getting late here for the Indiana Fever. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Howard got fooled by the no-look pass. And was just, I don't know. Cheryl Swoops there at the arena. The legend Cheryl. Cheryl Swoops. So most career MVP awards: 4 for Asia, 3 for Lauren Jackson, 3 for Lisa Leslie, and 3 for Cheryl Swoops. Crazy. All right, so let's continue this quarter. Yeah, AR, that no look was dirty. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball, comes off the screen, finds Bree Turner. Bree Turner, they just doing dumb stuff now. She bounces the ball off her shoe. Dana Evans with the ball. Indiana just needs to get, oh my goodness. And a foul by Sims on Lloyd. So that's automatic free throws. Indiana just needs to get back to Indianapolis. They probably been on the road since that game 3 against Atlanta. Looks like Asia has a cut on the back of her left shoulder. They were patching her up there as Lloyd hits the first free throw. 68-47. Second one is up and knocks it down. So 22-point lead here with a minute to go by the Vegas Aces. They're outscoring them 23-12 in the quarter. Howard over to Sims. Sims attacks the paint, goes corner to Hull. Hull for 3. Lexi Hull, left corner 3 right in front of the Aces bench. And they needed that one. That's her 5th 3 of the game. 15 points for Lexi Hull. 19-point game. Dana Evans gets downhill, goes up, misses the layup, and Smith with the rebound and gets pushed from behind. And Smith will go to the line. Smith will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Nalissa Smith at the line for 2 free throws. Sigmund said Indiana did not show up. I mean, when you're going against a championship coach and MVP players, good players, it's tough, man. They adjusted to what they did last game, and it's showing in the preparation this game. It's 50-7. They keep adding scores to Indiana for some reason. Jackie Young over to Gustafson, loads up for another three and misses, and then another away from the play foul by Indiana. So now they'll shoot more free throws, the Aces. Yeah, Howard just tossed her out the way. So Nalissa Smith back at the line for 2 more free throws. First one is up and in and out. Yeah, Natasha yanked her and just yanked her down there. Howard goes to the bench there. 21 seconds left in this quarter. And she misses both. Fight for the rebound. Boston gets it. Over to Kelsey Mitchell. Shot clock has been turned off. Mitchell crosses half court. Has Dana Evans in her sights. That should be barbecue chicken. Let's see what she can do here. Kelsey Mitchell drives left. Keeps the dribble alive. Goes corner to Sims. Sims drives baseline. Goes up. Double clutches on the layup and scores. Ball inbound to Jackie Young. Heave from 3/4 court. Air ball. And that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the third, Vegas 70. Indiana 52. Indiana outscored Vegas 28-19 in the third quarter. Today, they get outscored 24-17 by Vegas. So let's get ready for the fourth and final quarter. 70-52, and let's take a look at the box score here. Indiana, you got Lexi Hull with a team high 15 points on 5 made threes. You have 10 for Aliyah Boston, 13 for Kelsey Mitchell, 7 for Odyssey Sims. They only have 3 bench points. Shea Petty with 2, Powers with 1. So that's 3 bench points from the Fever. For Vegas, Asia with 21 and 9, another rebound away from a double-double. Does have 4 steals and 2 blocks. Kirsten Bell with 2. 16 for Nalissa Smith. 6 rebounds, her playoff career high. 10 for Jackie Young. 4 for Chelsea Gray. Yeah, Sims is shifty, AR. Jewel Lloyd with 7, 8 from Dana, and 2 from Gustafson. So they have 17 points off of their bench. Kenny Clutch asks, where's KK? She's on the bench. I don't think she's gotten any minutes tonight. They're going 8 deep. She hasn't got any minutes. Yeah, Jackie 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. Yeah. Yeah, Sim, she was with LA earlier this season. She was with Dallas last season on hardships. I don't understand why she can't stick around. But we'll see what happens next year when we have 2 new teams and everybody's free agents. So a lot of this talent will find a forever, well, a home for the next year or 2. Hopefully the season actually happens. Salute to everybody in the chat. How many rebounds Asia has? She has 9. 9 rebounds, Marvin. Asia has 9 rebounds. 1 rebound away from the double-double. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Helps the channel out tremendously. Appreciate all y'all who've been giving the super chats. $70-52, end of the third quarter. We're getting ready for the fourth and final. And the broadcast is just coming back on right now. I don't how true y'all think these Google stats they be putting on the broadcast. Searches for Asia Wilson are spiking 300% in the US. How true y'all think these are? I think they just be making them up. Anyway, 70-52 broadcast has restarted here with the Fever in possession. Sims comes off the screen going left. Sims, Hall, Turner, Boston, and Mitchell. Turner down to Boston. Boston faces up on Asia. Corner to Sims. Sims catches it deep in the corner. Goes baseline. Same type of shot she just scored. And does it again. 16-point deficit here. 70-54. You get it to 10 by the halfway point. You're in this game. Jackie Young with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. They look confused on what to do. Jackie Young down to Asia on the left-hand side. She traveled, shoots over Boston. Jackie Young gets the rebound. Smith goes up and she misses. Jackie Young another rebound. And Sims with the steal. Cut off by Lloyd. And they're going to call a transition take. Transition take foul there. Those stats are probably accurate for a specific time frame, but what's the relevance? I guess it's trying to say that people are engaged in looking up the WNBA. I don't know. Oh, and Sims free throw toilet bowls out. That should have been an initial offensive foul on the screen by Lloyd. Ball and play here with the Fever. They could have cut their deficit down a bit. Mitchell gets it over to Sims with 9 minutes to go here. Sims comes off the screen. Sims in and out. Dribble blows by Asia. Left hand scoop and score. What a move by Odyssey. Sims on the right side of the basket. In and outs with the left. Loses Asia and scoops it up. What a move. Jackie Young with the ball. 70-56. Over to Lloyd. Lloyd for 3. Big shot Lloyd. 3 wing. 3 from the right wing. Cashes out. 73-56. Her second 3 of the night. Boston with the ball quickly back the other way. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell comes off the screen going right. Steps back on Nalissa. Right baseline 2. Bounces off the rim. And there's a foul called on Jackie Young on Lexi Hull going for that rebound. Hutch says, not only are you watching the game, but our 3 zillion Google you. Yeah. Lexi Hall, catch, shot, way off. Almost put a hole in the backboard there. And rebound to Nalissa Smith. 73-56. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Gray looking for Lloyd. Can't get it to her. Chelsea Gray attacks Mitchell. Comes off the screen going left. Chelsea Gray crossover. Mitchell staying with her. She goes baseline, shoots baseline, gets fouled, and won. Chelsea Gray. Kelsey Mitchell was trying to play tough defense there. Chelsea Gray stops, draws the foul on Mitchell. Baseline jumper is good. For the 3-point play, Chelsea Gray misses the free throw. 75-56. Indiana running out of time here to take a 2-0 series lead. They gotta make something shake right now. Boston with the ball, top of the key. Looking for Mitchell. Can't get it to her. Boston gets it over to Bree Turner. Turner over to Sims. Top of the key with 5 on the clock. Sims over to Boston. Boston has to get it up. Boston, and it's a shot clock violation. Sims has to take that. You can't pass it back to Boston at the 3-point line at this point in the game, bro. Ball in play here with the Aces. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Gray, right side of the court. Gray over to Jackie. Jackie, top of the key 3. Knocks down the dead-eye 3. And pushes this lead back to 20 plus. 22. 8-0 run and then a turnover by the Fever. A'ja Wilson down the lane. Left-hand layup. Timeout Stephanie White. This game has gotten away from them. 80-56 with 6:58 to go. (80-56). This game got ugly quickly. They don't need longer to the very long. All right, y'all. It's looking like Aces right now. Looks like the Aces are going to take this one. So the poll looking a little shaky. 52% of y'all that said Fever. I don't know. Peekaboo. I just put some time in the machine. Salute to everybody here in the chat. We're in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial. That is the correct score. 80-56 Aces on their way to evening up the series at 1 game apiece as we head to Indianapolis. We're still in the commercial here. Still in a commercial. The Fever did win in Vegas. They'll have home court. Yeah. So they'll have 2 chances to win in Indy. If they win their 2 games at home, then they're moving on to the finals. I said Clark will get hot in a minute. This man knows something we don't. Clark Kent, like Superman coming? Like, what's this man talking about? I'm gonna just leave that comment alone. I don't know what Clark. Ain't nobody with the last name Clark that's playing in this game. Ball back in play here with the Indiana Fever. Gets it over to Sims. Sims top of the key here. 80-56. Ball to Bree Turner. Back to Sims. Sims fakes the 3. Drops it off to Bree Turner on the roll. Throws it back out to Sims. That might be a backcourt. She saves it. And no, she doesn't. A backcourt violation. So this game is pretty much over. This is just working on stuff for the next game now. A'ja Wilson over to Chelsea Gray. Corner to Lloyd. Lloyd, corner 3, misses. Fight for the rebound. A'ja recovers it, and they call a foul on that rebound attempt. .622 to go. And what has been the Aces' Aces. Aces. Jewel Lloyd to inbound from the sideline. Gets it into Chelsea Gray. Gray with it. Gets the screen from Nalissa Smith. Doesn't take it immediately. Probe dribble guarded by Petty. Keeps the dribble alive. 6 to go. Chelsea Gray drives right. Gets the ball stripped by Petty. Petty with the ball. Petty crosses half court. Petty calling out the play. Wants that to get it to Sims. Sims comes off the screen. Sims step back. Baseline jumper is short. Rebound to Gray. A'ja Wilson with the ball. A'ja doing like point center right now. Gets it over to Chelsea Gray. And they call an offensive foul on Chelsea Gray. Pops Shea Petty in the face. On trying to go for that ball. I think her jerk reaction. Slap back and hits Petty in the face. 80 to 56. Ball in play here with Petty. Petty drives right. Gets it up top to Boston. Boston over to Hull. Hull gets it to a curling Sims. Sims floater from the left elbow. Bounces around and in. So Odyssey Sims trying to come alive late here. But it might be too little too late. As the Fever move into a 2-3 zone here. And a foul there by Bree Turner as A'ja drives to the basket. They just gonna prolong this game, huh? Kelsey Mitchell is on the bench. On the court is Boston, Sims, Hull, Turner, and Petty. For the Aces, it's Nalissa Smith, Wilson, Gray, Young, and Lloyd. Kelsey's on the bench. That's funny how you were just asking that. Yeah. Yeah, Kelsey's on the bench. She's probably just going to rest up for Friday's game. I think she's waving the white flag here. Hull and Howard both go. Well, Hull and Boston both go to the bench. So it's just Howard and Sims with the bench in right now. And Sims with another foul here. Kelsey Mitchell had 34 in game 1, limited to 13 in game 2 tonight. Sid Colson over there, former Aces player, talking to Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull. I guess about her observations. A'ja Wilson backs into the paint, shoots the fall away, and scores from right inside the paint. That fall away is deadly. 82-58. Sims with the ball. Sims comes off the screen going right, goes up top to Howard. A'ja Wilson with 25 points, 9 rebounds. Sims off the screen. Sims gets into the paint. Jump pass out and stolen by Powers. Well, interfered by Powers and stolen by Gray over to Lloyd. Back up top to Gray. No look to Nalissa. Goes up under the basket and scores. Nalissa Smith adding to her career playoff night. 18 points. Drops it down to Howard. Howard goes up with the left-hand lay and scores. 84-60. A'ja Wilson. Foul on Jewel Lloyd. Aces been getting called a lot on these away from the play fouls, trying to fight over screens, trying to bully through screens. So it looks like Becky Hammond's gonna put the bench in now. A'ja, Chelsea, and Nalissa Jewel all go to the bench here, and they put in Kia Stokes. You know, if Kia Stokes comes into the game, the human white flag, it's over. Wrap it up. Aerial Powers over to Petty. Petty right side to Sims. Sims drives right. In and out dribble. Sims gets downhill under the basket. Finds Powers in the corner. Powers back out to Petty with 4 on the clock. Petty to Howard. Howard not even looking at the shot clock. It's a shot clock violation. Howard goes to the bench. I think KK Timpson about to check in here. Ball in play here with The Aces. Ball over to Bell. Bell for three. Rolls halfway down and out. Rebound to Bree Hall. Has getting some minutes too. Yeah, Howard has been awful tonight. Last game she was pretty decent. Shea Petty with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. I thought Howard was going out. She's not. It was Ariel Paris that went out for Bree Hall. Howard, handoff to Sims. Sims guarded by the rookie, Aliyah Nye. Sims gets down the hill, gets to her left hand, and banks it in off the glass. Evans over to Bell. Bell pump fakes for three. Gets it to Parker Tyus. Parker Tyus, step back from the left elbow off. Rebound to Howard. This is all about bet saving time for you spread bettors here. Sims comes off the screen. Sims down the hill. Gets blocked there by Kia Stokes, but they call a foul. Please don't call a timeout. Just let the clock run. Bruh. $84-62 as we go to a commercial here with 2:41 to go. I know, Josiah. I know. That's why I said it's only the spread bettors that are left sweating this game out because it's a 22-point game right now. 22-point game. Salute to everybody still in the chat, hanging on, watching this game. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Unfortunately, we won't be back until if there's a potentially if there's a game 5 in any of these games. We'll be back next Tuesday. I won't be back. I won't be on Friday or on Sunday. I have 2 things to do then. But I will be in the Discord, so join the Discord. Link is in the description. And in the channel description as well. Why they have Bradley Cooper advertising Talenti? What's that? What the outside it was again? Not ice cream, not not yogurt. What is that thing called again? Forgot. Froyo. It's not Froyo. What is it? Icy. I don't know what that joint is called again. Gelato. Thank you, Mads. Thank you. Could not remember the name of it. All right, we're still in commercial, y'all. All right, finally, we're back to the broadcast. All right, so they're focusing on Asia Wilson as the player of the game. She hit a 3 to start, and then she's just been going to work. So she finishes her night with 25 points and 9 rebounds. 20, I think. What she had? 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. 4th player in W history with 25 points and 5 steals. As Sims hits the first free throw. Aces are 10-0 in the playoffs when Asia scores 25 plus points. So the Aces go as Asia goes, as we all know. And Sims misses the second rebound to Kia Stokes. Over to Dana Evans. 84-63, 2.5 to go here. Evans gets it left side to Kirsten Bell. Kirsten Bell, guarded by Bree Hall, comes off the screen from Parker Tyus. Bell into the paint. Fall away jump shot is good for Kirsten Bell. 87-63. Odyssey Sims with the ball. Crosses half court. This game is pretty much over. It's all over but the time. Gotta let the time go. Bree Hall with the ball. Bree Hall dribbles left, hands off to Petty. Petty gets it to Bree Turner. Bree Turner attacks Kia Stokes, gets blocked by Kia Stokes, and they call a foul. Why? She said I was going to say review it, but saying don't worry about it. We smacking they boots already. 1:57 to go. Bree Turner at the line for 2 free throws. And oh my gosh, that free throw was terrible. Oh my gosh. That was probably the worst free throw I've ever seen. Second one. But she cashes the second free throw in. They don't get the free pizza. That first free throw was god awful. Even the Aces players on the bench was like, oh my gosh. But then they had to like, oh, gotta be professional. Dana Evans down the lane, left side floater is up and good. 88-64. This game's been over for a while, but we're just gonna see it through. Bree Turner with the ball finds Petty on a back cut, gets fouled. Yo, I think the refs get overtime pay or something because they just calling everything. Let this game end. 1:31 to go. They need to play in the Stranger Things jerseys or something because these white jerseys ain't doing it tonight. Petty hits the first free throw. Petty with the second free throw. Knocks it down. So they trying to help you out, you spread betters. But it's not working out too well. Dana Evans off the screen. I don't know what she was trying to do. She's trying to lob it. They said they got deflected, so it stays with the Aces. Dana Evans to inbound. Gets it into Parker Tyus. Parker Tyus in the post against Bree Turner. Spins in. Left hand layup is up. Rolls off. Gets her own rebound and put back. 90-66. Odyssey Sims comes down the lane. Stops at the left elbow. Jump shot is up and good. So Odyssey is late, but she's getting her points up now. Odyssey Sims now with 16 points and 7 assists. Got Dana Evans, drives left, spins back right, dribbles out to the 3-point line, comes back downhill left, goes up, throws up the layup, misses, fight for the rebound. It falls into Petty's hands over to Sims. Sims, left side of the floor. She wanted a clear out, gets the screen from Timpson, tries to find Timpson. Timpson not expecting it, knees the ball to an Aces player, and Parker Tyus gets it over to Bell. 90-68 with 30 seconds to go. Kirsten Bell will just dribble this out and probably take the shot clock violation. So 18 seconds to go here. My bad. I just left the clock running. 15 seconds to go in this one. 15 seconds to go. 90-68. That's how this game will probably end. Fever moved to 1-1. And Fever dropped to 1-1. Aces moved to 1-1. And that's how the game ends. 90-68. So we had a good game in the first one. And then an absolute blowout in the second one. It was all Aces really from the second quarter, from the whole game. They won every quarter. It was all Aces down the stretch. So they even the series up at 1 game apiece. You got Lexi Hall finishes with 15. Got 10 from Boston with 13 rebounds, double-double. 18 for Sims, 13 for Mitchell. Not the strongest night from her. 4 for 14. Their bench only gave them 6 points. And they had 18 turnovers as a team. For Vegas, Asia Wilson, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. Nalissa with a playoff career high 18 points and 7 rebounds. 13 for Jackie Young, not her best offensive night. Chelsea Gray with 6 points and 10 assists. You got 10 from Lloyd and 10 from Evans off the bench. All right, y'all, that is it from me. We did 2 watch-alongs back to back. And I appreciate all y'all for staying tuned in and locked in. Thanks for all the likes, the subs, the super chats, the super stickers, the comments. I appreciate you guys a lot. Unfortunately, I will not be back on stream for the playoffs until potentially a game 5 next Tuesday if any of these series goes 5 games. I will be in the Discord. So if you want to reach me, you can reach me there. We can talk some hoops, watch some hoops. Particularly Friday, Sunday. I'll just put it in there, but because I'm gonna be busy working on Sunday, and then we'll go on from there. Everybody enjoy your night. It is 11:37 p.m. here on the East Coast. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Salute.